or fear. And fear, they work off of fear in a lot of ways. I don't work off of fear. I have friends that tell me, you don't have the fear chip. And you don't have the fear chip in your brain. I don't have it in my brain. We just do what's right. Let's tell the truth.
And I hear you're also a shooter. I was in there talking to my buddy about how women are such great Olympic shots because they're calm, and you're like, hey, I'm like Annie Oakley.
That's what I've been called. I like revolvers better than the semi-automatics. I like it better.
Well, a revolver is a very elegant firearm, and it also in a jam when you're all nervous and really need it.
That's what I think. Yeah.
Got a revolver right over here.
I bet you do.
So, yeah, we're just, you know.
Bet you do.
If I can't do it with 7 shots, look at it's a little 7-shot 357. But, we've got some semi-autos too. I got a couple guns, 2 or 3. But, to be sarcastic, I want to talk about how folks get involved in your campaign, but what else is on that big list you've got there? I've always said it's time to start suing them for medicating things that we know gives a 7-fold increase in cancer in boys. That's been known for decades. That's a fact. That is also toxic. I mean, but they're also on a defensive offense. Yes. They're saying, hey, let's put lithium in too. Let's put statins in. We're suddenly, you know, the White House science czars are like, let's put stuff in the water to sterilize people. Suddenly they're like, you know what? We are putting stuff in your water. Sit down and shut up.
Yeah, I think, you know, with regard to Austin, we're going to try the council approach again. Get me on the council. There's a couple other members running for city council that if we could get us on there, you know, we do have a chance, a high, strong probability of getting fluoride out. If that doesn't work, there are lawsuit options, and Fluoride Free Austin is pursuing that, and there are different creative ways to do that. I know that the California lawsuit just got thrown out of court by the federal judge, and she said that just because the FDA hasn't approved this fluoride as a medication, you can't sue.
Let me tell you how to get them. You get a sample. You find out what company they've got. You buy some because, you know, they keep all that secret. You test it when it's got the lead, the mercury, and the radioactive isotopes in it. You got them. You don't go after the fluoride. You go after the impurity of what they're using, and none of them are pure.
Right.
I'm telling you, that's the Achilles heel.
Well, I agree with you. I agree. There are a lot of approaches, and those are very creative approaches that haven't been done yet. So
yeah, you don't go the route they want with all their propaganda. You go, really, is uranium, is that good too?
Yeah, because the stuff's not.
It's over. You find the uranium in there and it's in there. It's over.
Yeah, it's commercial grade. It's not pharmaceutical grade.
Oh, where they mine that limestone. I get tired in the third hour. Where they mine that's got the radioactive isotopes.
It's got a lot of stuff. Got a lot of heavy metals in it. I mean, I worked in the semiconductor industry for 17 years. We wouldn't use that stuff for our chips. Okay, why are we using it for our bodies?
Amazing. Tell folks how they get involved in the campaign.
Yes. So the election day is May 12th. Early voting in Austin starts April 30th through May 8th. And so we want people, if you can't vote on May 12th, get out in early voting. There's a bunch of early voting events coming up in the next couple weeks. But we need volunteers and I need donations. Our opponent is very wealthy. He's really tied into the developer and the subsidy system here in Austin, where we give a lot of subsidies to Apple Corporation, Formula One, Marriott hotels downtown, where we're subsidizing all this growth.
Yeah, they give rich people our money.
That's right. You know, and that's how
the rich get rich, generally stealing people's money through government.
Absolutely. And I've said I'm not going to give our tax dollars to a bunch of rich corporations. I'm not going to do that. The other thing the opponent has said, he goes, we can't have one of those Ron Paul supporters on city council because I've got a Ron Paul's bumper sticker on my car, and he has pointed that out at every one of these forums where we get endorsed.
Incredible. It's like it's bad. She's a libertarian. She wants freedom.
Well, I say I'm an independent.
She doesn't want us to forcibly medicate her. What a weirdo.
Yeah, I mean, I'm an independent, and I go with what's right.
Listen to that darn chemist pointing out this is deadly poison.
How dare she use her knowledge?
Did you see our hidden footage inside the water treatment plant?
I did see it. Good job.
They're like, you can't tape in here. We're like, we're going to.
Excellent job. So we've gotten a lot of flack for being a Ron Paul supporter.
The extremism.
And so I want every single Ron Paul supporter in Austin who's registered to vote to come out and vote. I know we typically don't vote in city elections. Get out there. Get this guy out.
Yeah, we get 60% turnout national, 8% local. Get behind Miss Pressley now. Today, we're going to give you her website. We come back. Give it out right now.
PressleyForAustin.com, and we need donations.
Presley,
donations.
You bet. We're going to be right back. Donations, folks. Send her to Austin. Sick of the globalist eugenicist control freaks adding poison to your water and laughing as you get sick and die? Start purifying your water with ProPure. My friends, I've done a lot of research, and the best gravity filter out there, bar none, is ProPure, and it's available discounted at Infowars.com. Its filters are silver impregnated to prevent bacterial growth. There's no priming required. It's NSF 42 certified. Optional fluoride filters can reduce fluoride up to 95%. Easy to set up and use. Doesn't require electricity. Purify water from lakes, streams, ponds, and wells. This filter system leaves in beneficial minerals, which is key. Save money by not buying bottled water and avoid BPA that leaches from the plastic. ProPure is the best gravity-fed filter out there. It's what my family uses. Infowars.com already has the lowest price on ProPure. But if you add the promo code WATER at checkout, you get an additional 10% off at Infowars.com. You can also call to order 888-253-3139.
Healthy soils grow healthy plants. So before you plant your survival garden this year, is your soil healthy? Maximize your crisis garden soil with EM1 from Terraganics. EM1 organic soil conditioner, fertilizer amendment, and compost accelerant provides healthier gardens and faster, efficient garden composting. EM1 from Terraganics.com quickly improves soil structure by increasing nutrient availability and converting organic matter into soil humus. This improves seed germination and root growth, improves plant quality, size, color, flavor, nutrient value of fruits and vegetables, and improves shelf life. And when rain is not in the forecast, no worries. EM1 improves moisture retention in soils, helping reduce drought stress. Just like you prepare all else, prepare your crisis garden for maximum yields with EM1 from Terraganics.com. Order now at TERAGANIX.com or call toll-free 866-369-3678. That's 866-369-3678. Terraganics. Life's getting better. Diesel owners, had enough of hard starts, poor fuel mileage, and poor performance? The cause is stiction, a gummy residue that clings to injectors like cholesterol clings to arteries. Stiction robs your diesel engine of power, performance, and gas mileage. The answer? Hot Shots Secret.
This is Lee from Minnesota. I have a F350 with a 6.0 diesel, and I had many injector problems and hard starting problems. After I added Hot Shot Secret, it now starts better, feels stronger, and my mileage went up 2 miles per gallon. I recommend Hot Shot Secret to anyone with a diesel engine.
Hot Shot Secret, the only oil additive engineered to remove stiction in all diesel engines. Clean from the inside out with Hot Shot Secret. Available nationwide at all Tractor Supply stores. Or call 800-341-6516. That's 800-341-6516. Or go to HotShotSecret.com. Hot Shot Secret. Powered by science.
Global engineers are racing on every front to implement their program of domination because they know we're waking up. Yes, CISPA passed the House. It may pass the Senate. They did it in a little sneaky vote. Nobody knew it was coming, so a lot of the House wasn't there. And then if they try to implement it, we'll file lawsuits. Congress wants to know it's at the new NSA base. They've been told, go fly a kite, go jump in the lake. It's happening on every front. The Congress is being told they don't matter by the bureaucracy. This is a lawless group. We're having victories against them trying to say your kids can't do chores if they work on a farm. We're having victories. That's why they're rushing ahead. We're having victories on fluoride. Ron Paul talks about the huge awakening taking place. And on fluoride, that is one of the most important places. Bisphenol A is getting pulled out everywhere. When we take action, we can win. And that's why it's important for all of you to realize this is not hopeless. Doc, again, you're a Ron Paul supporter. All the Ron Paul people should get behind you because they've stolen the election from Ron Paul. He did win the first primaries. He's won by injecting real issues. Whether win, lose, or draw, you win. But it's time for all the Ron Paul people to run themselves. It's time to take this country back. They can't stop us all. I'm not an immoral person, and I've said on air, the globalists pose as patriots, like Mitt Romney's going to do, and get elected. What if we, I'm not saying this is good, but what if we played along, I'm not saying do this, as sleeper ops and acted like globalists to get in and then did what they did? I mean, it is getting to that point. I'm not saying we should do that, but side issue. We've got about 3 or 4 minutes left. Other points you'd like to make. Again, how do people get involved with you locally?
Okay, so yes, we need volunteers. We need block walkers over the next week. So please email us through our contact page at PressleyForAustin.com. And the other big issues with the city council, fluoride is a big issue, all right? TSA is a big issue. The subsidies that this council is giving to Apple Corporation, $8.6 million to create 300 jobs a year for the next 10 years. Alex, we could do this with our small businesses in town. I have a small business. I don't get a subsidy. You don't get I hear you.
Oh, I'm trash. I'm trash.
You don't get a subsidy. So don't you imagine $9 million could create 300 jobs a year in Austin pretty easily without giving it to Apple?
Is Apple going to put suicide nets up around their offices?
No, I don't know about that.
Are they going to bring slaves? You know, they have suicide nets at their other offices.
Oh.
In China, they have so many suicides.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding.
I hear you. No.
I wonder if the city will pay for the suicide nets. Because Al Gore's got to get every dime he can.
So my opponent votes for all these subsidies, and he actually made a comment that the city needs to mitigate the risk for these corporations coming into Austin bringing jobs. And I say, no, you don't mitigate my risk as a small business, and I don't think we should be subsidizing these large corporations. It's ridiculous. So that's another big area that we're different from our opponent. And but I need people for block walking this week in Austin and donate to our campaign. We've got several ads going on, and we've got other stuff coming up in the next.
And your campaign's got quite a bit of momentum. You could win.
We have more yard signs than the opponent by far, probably 10x. And we've got large signs. We've got ads on. I'm gonna tell you your competitor Rush Limbaugh. We put some ads on his show.
You mean locally? No, I'm on 590.
Locally, and we did.
Yeah, but I'm on 590. I'm not in competition with Rush Limbaugh.
We're hitting the conservatives because this really resonates with conservatives. Stop giving our money out. Hold the city council accountable for the bad decisions, financial decisions they're making. They're raising our electric rates. They could be cutting costs instead of just spending and taxing.
Just to be clear, I'm not in competition with Limbaugh. Everywhere I'm put on up against him, we're getting better ratings than him.
I know that.
So my point is, Rush is fading off into a Prozac-induced or is it Oxycontin-induced haze, and we hope he wakes up and becomes a real patriot and fights the New World Order and stops denying it now that it's open in plain view. Well, good job on your work, and I hope people get behind you. Doc, thanks for coming in.
Thank you, Alex. You're wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you. You're wonderful. One more time, the website.
PressleyForAustin.com.
All right, PressleyForAustin.com. I'm Alex Jones with Infowars.com, and we've got a lot of videos and news posted right now at Infowars.com. A lot of breaking news. And remember, Big Brother does not want people to see this site, so please spread the word about Infowars.com. Big show tonight, 7 o'clock, Infowars Nightly News. PrisonBlotto.tv.
Thank you for listening to GCN. Visit GCNlive.com today.
DOD confirms Russian troops. DOD.